Right, I haven't done a bit of a blog for some time. I thought I'd do one now. I was just watching one of my favourite programs on Living TV. I think it's Living TV 2 plus 1 actually, which is Most Haunted, and it's the Most Haunted almost live. What year is this one I'm watching? It's an old one because it's got Derek Acorah still in it. And what amazes me about this program, and considering it's been going 8 years, I mean, it is a great program for Living TV, considering if you look at the format, what you've got is you've got crew members except one presenter and a medium. You've got, I assume they have just, well, the cameras you see don't look, they're probably semi-professional cameras. They put them on night vision. And, you know, I mean, that is, you know, the quality of the footage. You know, if you went to a TV company and tried to get something broadcast on there, it wouldn't be broadcastable. But because it's, you know, they're hunting ghosts, it's allowed to put it on green and, you know, go in the dark and turn all the lights off and give grainy footage. And they've been going on for 8 years. I mean, it's a really cheap program to do. It's what you'd expect. It's a student type idea, isn't it? But a very clever one, because it's very cheap. And, you know, to think that they turn, well, they don't really catch very much. The most they ever catch is orbs. And what amazes me is that people see these slow down pictures and it looks like a moth or a fly. Sometimes you can even see the wings where they're beating. And they still I mean, it just doesn't give the program any credibility when they start trying to pretend that flies or moths or dust are orbs. And yeah, and they play every single one back. But it is amazing to think that that's, you know, the contents, and they put this out on TV, and they also sell it on DVDs. And imagine people paying like 50 quid or 40 quid or whatever for these DVDs of cameras, semi-professional cameras, 5 or 6, people going around in haunted houses in the dark, in green vision, shocking quality, people getting spooked, seeing orbs at the very most, maybe hearing a sound and a movement of a glass, you know, board on a Ouija board. And people pay money for that. It's great, isn't it? It is very entertaining. I mean, I used to like it because Derek Acorah was in it, and he's very he was very good when he used to get taken over, and he'd be speaking, you know, all these different coasts in his Liverpool Scouse accent. Yeah, that was just watching this almost live one, which was live originally, but now it's almost live because it's an edited version of it. And they were showing it was what they claimed to be a locked off area, and you see it's a camera from a distance looking down on an alcove, and you see a shadow walking past, and the shadow must walk past the lighting. The air is lit up because it's got its light in some areas or not, and the shadow is formed, which is usually a shadow is formed because something is walking past a lighted source. So if you have a light here and you have a wall here and you have someone walk past, you get a shadow. The interesting thing is, do ghosts leave shadows like that? You would have thought they were transparent and so the light would just go straight through them. But anyway, but the thing is that the fact that they then think, oh, this, you know, it looks like a man creating walking past the light source and creating a shadow, and this guy, Dr. David Bow, is it Bull? Dr. David Bull. This must be a really old one because nowadays it's what's his face, the one I like, Keith, Dr. Keith something, O'Keefe. I can't remember his name now. Him I like. But this one, and he was trying to say that this must, you know, the area is locked off. I mean, it's locked off. That doesn't mean someone can just go and walk down there. I mean, you know, that's not scientific enough, is it? I mean, I believe in things like, you know, I'd like to believe in things like ghosts and UFOs and stuff like that. I'm interested in that type of stuff, so I'm not really a skeptic as such. But, you know, you've got to try and be, you know, trying to fool yourself or the audience is not really doing anyone any favours, and just makes yourself look a bit silly. And the thing is, what amazes me, they've been doing this series for 9 years now, is it? They, you know, they never seem to have enough cameras locked off to cover themselves. Like, if they got this area where it's locked off, if they have I know that the problem is because you don't know where the ghost is going to be, but sometimes they will have like Ouija boards and whatever, and you'll have the table moving, and they'll just be on the tabletop. Sometimes they have 5 different cameras. So why don't they put the cameras on the feet, on the faces, on the hands, so that, you know, it's 100% proof. I mean, I know why not, because sometimes I do think some of them act very suspicious. I'm always very suspicious, and the people I've talked about Most Haunted seem to agree with me that we're very suspicious on 2 of the crew members. Now, I'm not saying anything here, I'm not casting any aspersions, but Stuart and what's his name, the producer, Yvette Fielding's husband, Carl. Stuart, I'm not 100% with, and I'm not really 100% with Carl either. A lot of things happen to them, and just, sometimes I'm not 100% certain with them. The others, I don't think they're doing anything, because that's obviously the problem. And also, from a point of view of the psychologists that talk about these things with movement of Ouija boards and this, that, and the other, and even I think what was that magician's name, the famous one, who does a lot of these clever magic tricks and then tells you how they're done. I can't remember his name now. He's an English one. I don't remember his name. But he went through showing how some of these things not auto-suggestion, but they're done subconsciously. You don't know you're doing it, but you are doing it. And these things can happen. So, there's obviously that. But it'd be great if they actually really caught something substantial. But I'm going to carry on watching it anyway. Nevertheless, because it is entertaining, and I thought I'd just do a quick blog, as I haven't done one in a long time, about one of my favourite programmes, Most Haunted. There you go, nice advert for Living TV there.